impacting a lot of people's lives. So, like, snaps for you guys. I would like to say that with Navigator schools, I think it's really implemented and kind of helped me a lot to be a leader. You know, in classes at high school, I'm able to lead conversations, I'm able to lead my group, and I'm able to do a lot. And this has helped me not only in my academic aspect of life, but it's also helped me out with my extracurriculars. And I do a lot of extracurriculars, and I just love it because it's so much fun and it's so much leadership. And that was all planted at Hollister Prep School. So I really do think that you guys are all cool and so awesome. Being at Navigator schools, it's actually created a lifelong goal of mine, and that's to one day build a school. So this school will actually be called the We Matter School, and it's built around not just supporting the student academically, but supporting the whole student as the whole person as a whole, and also opening its arms to its family. So I think this is a really good example. And a lot of the things that, you know, Navigator teaches, it's all things that are sought out by high-income employers. So I think, again, you guys are doing such a great job. You know, I would say that by far, you guys are creating some of the best schools in California and potentially in the world. So congratulations, you guys are all amazing, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. I'll be right by you guys, and I'll be, you know, advocating with you guys, and I think that you guys are all great. So thank you so much.
Gabe, I've heard about some of the clubs that you've already started at your school and some of the things. Would you share some of the clubs and what you've done? It really inspired me.
Yes. So at school, I'm the commissioner of clubs. I brought this shit today. It's when I was running for ASB campaign, and so now I overlook 46 clubs on campus. But I created my own club, and I think that's what really helped my campaign. It's that I was there one time, you know. I was there, you know, trying to make a constitution, trying to make it, you know, the goals, you know, all of that. And so my club is called Radiate Positivity, and with Radiate Positivity, we build a culture of innovation through inclusion. So we look to find new ways to include others, and by that, you know, we specifically are focusing this past year on ELD students, which are English learning students. And with English learning students, we created them a tutoring program. So say for example, you're coming here from Honduras, Brazil, Mexico or something, and your first language is Spanish, you're still able to get tutoring, and that's really cool. We also created a website that's fully bilingual, so you're able to go in there and access all your school resources that may be hard to find on the Hollister High School website. And you can click, with the click of one button, you can go from English to Spanish, and then hopefully really soon, it'll actually also be in Mandarin. So I think that's really cool. And then one of the things this upcoming year is I really want to highlight a lot of cultures, so I'm working a lot with our ASB Culture and Climate, and we're focusing on helping and, you know, recognizing a lot of cultures. And one thing is I'm actually finding another club, so they call me a clubby on campus. And it's going to be called Manzanita Club, which stands for Apple Club, and it'll actually be a club that's going to be fully ran by ELD students. So ELD students who are English learning students will be able to lead their own club, and this builds leadership experience not just for us because we get to do a project like that, but it's also for them, and they're able to do things like this. And then in terms of other extracurriculars, I've also was sophomore vice president this past year. However, you know, it's a new term, so I didn't go for re-election. I went for ASB this time. Yeah, and I've held leadership positions in clubs, but like, yeah, I think that's pretty much wraps it up.
Thank you.
Any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Go ahead.
Do you sleep?
I actually get that question a lot. Yeah, I do sleep. I do prioritize my health and wellness. Oh, another thing I do is I work really close. I work really close with the person that runs the wellness center over at my high school, Samantha Rivas. And so I learned about the wellness center, and I learned how wellness is super important. And so it's something that I always prioritize on wellness because I think it's super important. And yeah, I think it's really important to focus on wellness because if you don't, it kind of affects, your daily mood. It can affect so many other things in life, and so it's definitely a priority at the very top of my list. You see that?
Can you describe how the SWOT model helped kind of launch your career? And SWOTs are something we do in our 6th through 8th grade classrooms. You want to share how that helped you?
Yes. So can we get a raise of hands? Everybody knows what squat is, right? Okay. No worries at all. I'll kind of like go through it a little bit. So a squat is basically as if I were sitting down, with a group of people right here, and we all focus on, potentially solving, the math problem or the English problem, or we analyze a book like an ELA, and so we all work together to solve it, and it's really helpful because students are able to teach others, and that's actually the highest way that you obtain learning, by teaching others. It's not, being lectured, it's not being, taking notes, it's actually teaching others. And so in a classroom setting like that, the teacher actually focuses on a lot of like making sure that you guys are learning the correct information, but letting the students teach, and it's a really good process, so I'm really happy. Any other? Hey, Miss Nancy.
You're one of my students. I was going to say, I think your third, your fourth, your fifth, your sixth, second, I think all your entire HPS career is here.
Oh yeah. That's really cool.
You're a cool guy.
Thank you so much. So I really appreciate it. Any other questions? Anything else?
I don't have a question, I have a statement. Watching him, it just shows like how great you guys did. I'm kind of jealous, like my son didn't go to the school. I'm like, he's awesome. And like, it just, I don't know, just watching you shows like your confidence, your leadership. It shows everything that you got from here. And being called cool and awesome by teenagers, also cool. So I don't know, thank you for that. And thank you guys for this. So that's all.
I was also going to say, I feel like you have like such a good energy and you're so confident. Did you have a role model that like inspired you to be like that, or?
Yes. My role model was my role model has definitely, like, in terms of like celebrities, my role model has always been LeBron James. And the reason why is because growing up, I played a lot of basketball. I'm sure all my teachers can vouch for me. So every single recess, every single lunch, there would always be basketball being played at my school. And so I grew up, and I liked the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think.
Just lost points.
It's okay. You're still cool.
It's California. I know Lakers and Warriors. No, yeah, but LeBron James has always been a really big inspirational figure to me because in his 21 years of being a professional athlete, he's always maintained a good reputation. He has always, helped out others. He created his own school called the I Promise School in Cleveland, in Akron, Ohio. And, again, he's never been in the news for anything, bad. And, his family has always been, taught, like his sons, everybody, they're all respectful, all great people. So I think that's been definitely one of my biggest figures. And then also recently, it's actually Elon Musk because apart from creating my own school, I also want to create a couple businesses. And so he is definitely an ambidextrous leader, and an ambidextrous leader is somebody who is able to do a lot of projects all at once. And he's a destructive leader, which is somebody who's able to potentially go into a new market, like whether it's cars, right? So he made electric cars. He's kind of disrupting the whole market because typically we're used to gas cars and now it's going to be electric. And actually, a really cool way I put it the other day with Ms. Garcia and Mr. Dent was I thought of it as Blockbuster. So Blockbuster and Netflix, Blockbuster's kind of like they failed to innovate, and Netflix came in and just kind of disrupted the market. And in a way, Navigator Schools is doing it too because you guys are innovating and you guys are changing the lives of people. So I think you guys are all great. So.
I was gonna say, you wanted to be an ambidextrous leader, but I feel like you already are. You're already doing a ton of things. And if I knew half the things that I did at your age, I could only imagine like where I would be right now. So, well done.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.